You know, life isn't a solo journey. We like to think that we can do it all ourselves, that we've got everything under control. But I'm here to tell you that's not the case. And it doesn't make you weak to admit it. In fact, acknowledging that you need help, that you need others, that's strength. We all need someone in our corner. We need mentors, we need guides, we need people who've walked the road before us to help show us the way. When you set out on any path, whether it's a career, a dream, or just navigating the ups and downs of life, there's going to be a point when you realize that you can't do it by yourself. That's the truth whether you're at the top or just starting out. That's the part where you have to learn to lean on the people around you. And sometimes you won't even realize that you need support until you're in the thick of things and you feel like you're drowning in pressure, responsibility, or even self-doubt. I'm sure you've heard it before. Don't let anyone hold you back. You've got to make your own way. But there's another truth to consider. You can't do it alone. You can't. That doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise enough to understand the value of learning from others, of tapping into the strength that comes from the people who've been where you want to go. There's no shame in that. We all need someone to show us the ropes. We need people who'll push us when we want to quit, who'll give us tough love when we're being too hard on ourselves. And even more than that, we need people who believe in us when we don't believe in ourselves. Let me tell you, I've been there. There have been times in my life when I didn't have the answers, when I didn't know where to turn, and I had to reach out. And in those moments, when I was vulnerable enough to admit that I didn't have it all figured out, that's when things began to shift. I remember a time when I was on set feeling like everything was crumbling. Doubt, fear, all of it weighing heavy. You start to ask yourself, am I good enough? Am I cut out for this? Am I even capable of handling all this pressure? It's easy to get lost in that, to spiral into the belief that you're all alone in your struggle. But the truth is, everyone around you, whether they show it or not, feels the same way at some point. Everyone. What makes the difference is who you turn to for help and how willing you are to listen, to accept that you can't go it alone. And that's the importance of mentorship. We don't just need people to give us advice, we need people who'll be there through the mess. People who'll not just cheer us on when we're doing well, but stand by us when we're stumbling. People who've already taken the blows, taken the hits, and still stand tall. They know what it's like to be knocked down, to feel defeated, but they also know how to get back up. So that's why their wisdom is so valuable. They've been there. They've done the work, faced the struggle, and overcome. They can see something in you that maybe you can't even see in yourself yet. The thing about mentorship is it's not just about learning what someone else knows, it's about being open to that person's experience, their perspective. It's about letting their journey shape the way you walk your own. The world today makes us think that success is all about individual achievement. They tell us that we need to be self-made, that we need to rise on our own. But that's a lie. Success isn't about going it alone. It's about who you have around you, who you lean on, who you allow to invest in your growth. I want you to understand something. Mentorship isn't just about getting advice on how to make money or how to succeed professionally. Mentorship is about learning how to be a better person, how to handle your failures, how to be humble, how to face your fears. It's about someone showing you how to stay grounded, how to find balance, and how to not lose yourself in the process. It's about teaching you that you don't have to be perfect, that growth takes time, that setbacks are part of the journey, and that it's okay to not have all the answers. Sometimes you meet people who challenge you, people who don't sugarcoat the truth, people who don't just tell you what you want to hear. Those are the ones you need to listen to the most. The ones who will tell you straight up when you're messing up. The ones who push you outside your comfort zone because they know your potential. They know you can do more, be more, and they're not afraid to remind you of that. One of the biggest things a mentor can give you is perspective. We all get tunnel vision sometimes. We get so focused on the struggle, on the obstacle right in front of us, that we can't see the bigger picture. A good mentor will help you zoom out. They'll help you see things from a wider lens. They'll remind you of the goals, the mission, the reason you're doing all this in the first place. But mentorship isn't just about receiving. It's also about giving. I'm not talking about giving money or material things, but giving your time, your energy, your experience. There's power in paying it forward. As you grow, you'll be in a position to mentor others, to pass on the lessons you've learned. And there's something fulfilling about knowing that you've helped someone else avoid the same mistakes you made, or guided them through the struggles that you faced. The truth is, mentorship is a cycle. It's a reciprocal relationship. You learn, you grow, and then you give back. So don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. And don't be afraid to offer your help to others when you're in a position to do so. We're all connected. We're all in this together. And sometimes the most important thing you can do for yourself is to recognize that you don't have to do it alone. I want you to take this message and really let it sink in. Success is not a solo act. It's a collective effort. It's about community, it's about collaboration, and it's about finding the right people to walk alongside you. And those people, they will help you get to places you never thought you could go. So when the doubt creeps in, when the world feels heavy, and you're wondering if you can keep going, reach out. Find someone who can help carry the weight, who can show you the way. No one ever made it to the top alone, and neither will you. So take that first step, ask for the help you need, and surround yourself with the right people. And trust that together, there's nothing you can't accomplish. Let me remind you once again, no one, not a single person, walks this path alone. No matter where you are on your journey, whether you're just starting out or you're standing on the peak, there's always more to learn, more to grow, and more strength to gain from the people around you. Mentorship isn't just a nice idea, it's a lifeline. It's the difference between staying stuck and moving forward, between giving up and pushing through. It's the strength to rise after you fall, the wisdom to see things differently when you're blinded by doubt, and the support that keeps you grounded when the weight of the world feels too heavy. So I encourage you to seek those mentors, to reach out, to let others help shape your journey. And when you've grown enough to stand on your own, don't forget to turn around and lift someone else up. Pay it forward, because the truth is we are all better, stronger, and more successful together. You don't have to do it alone. And you won't have to. When you have the right people by your side, there's no dream too big, no obstacle too great. Keep going, keep growing, and remember, together we rise.